Hi everyone, it's Emilia here. Welcome to my new video. Today I will be creating a card using Sketch. This is the sketch from Lemon Crafters group on Facebook. You can find it there, you can create a project and upload to the group. So take a look at the sketch first. This is the sketch for a tall card with a beautiful flourish frame as a main point and two flower arrangements, one on top and one on the bottom of the frame. You can also see a few layers of paper, and I'm going to create a card which will be quite true to the sketch. Working with a sketch can be a great fun, and also it can make your work much easier because you know where to put the elements on your card already. So like I said, I will try to be true to the sketch and my card will be quite similar. I am using papers from Lemon Craft and this is the Sense and Sensibility collection. The bottom layer, which I will just adhere flat to my card base using glue, and then the other layers which I'm going to use the double-sided foam pads to create dimension between the layers. So I've got the second layer, the second big one, and I'm just going to add some false stitching, I could say, on the around the card. And I've got that tool which is called wheel punch, I think. I don't remember, I need to check that. Basically it creates dots on your paper. It can be used for sewing, and you just need a piece of rubber or something to use as a base for your paper, and I'm using the old mouse pad. And you just go with that little tool around the card, and it creates those piercing, those kind of stitching lines, and I really like that effect. And actually I saw that on Gosia's Metrika video, and she was recommending that tool, and then I decided to try, and I really like it. So for the next layer, the small, you can see on the sketch on the left hand side, like a darker piece of paper, I am using another two layers, one bigger, one smaller, and you can see that I ripped off one side of the layers, and I will use the lighter one on top of the one with the blue flowers, and then I will stick it on the left hand side on my card. I have chosen few elements to go on my card, and I've got that swirly frame which reminds me of the frame on the sketch, and also I've got die cut leaves. I try to pick the little leaves because you can see on the sketch there is lots of tiny leaves and quite small flowers. So I've got few paper flowers, I've got few butterflies and clocks which I cut out of the Lemon Craft papers. I also have those dry roots, or you can call it curly moss, as well in green, and I will add that just to add more texture to my card. And I forgot to prepare it at the beginning, but I've also got sisal to add even more texture. So I will start with that main element on the card, which is a frame, and then I will try to recreate the compositions which you can see on the sketch. So I will create some smaller composition on the top right corner, and then the bigger flower composition just going from the bottom of the card towards the bottom, from the bottom of the frame towards the bottom of the card. And this is it. That will be all I have to do here, and you can create that card in so many colors, in so many styles, because mine will be like vintage style, but you could go for shabby chic, you can go for bright colors. So I want to encourage you to use that sketch to create something with Lemon Craft papers and upload your project to Lemon Crafters to group on Facebook, and I will link the group for you under the video. For the composition, I started with the bigger leaves, actually for the one which is on the bottom of the card, because on the top I only use those little leaves. There would be no space actually to use the bigger leaves, but I started with the leaves, so I want them to go in both directions, actually in 3 directions, so on one side, on the other side, and just down. And then I will be adding flowers, and I usually start with the biggest flowers I've got and then add a few smaller flowers. I also have the butterflies, and I will add them almost in the same places as you can see on the sketch. And then I will just finish the compositions with with those curly moss, and actually that will be it. This is super fun to work with that sketch, and I must say that this sketch is really pretty. So this is a huge advantage of that sketch. I also added 2 little clocks. I know that there is nothing like that on the sketch, but I thought, just I don't have to use exactly what is there. I think my card is quite similar, and you can say that it was created with that sketch, but I just wanted to give it a more vintage look, so I added those clocks. And also I am going to add a little sentiment later, which I just printed out and inked the edges of it with the matching color to my flowers. So now I'm going to blend everything together with the white gesso, and I'm using ordinary kitchen sponge, grabbing a little bit of gesso on it and then tapping my embellishments. I'm not pressing too hard, it's just the gesso will go on the edges of my leaves, on the top of my flowers, just to blend everything together. And then I'm going to add a few sequins, and also I'm going to add artificial snow. You could use the micro beads or other those little stones, I forgot how you call them, or maybe like a sand paste, something to give your card even more texture. It is not necessary, but I like to do that. And then I'm attaching that sentiment, and that's it for my card. It is complete now, and I hope you like it. I must say that it was a pleasure to follow that sketch, and I made this card very quickly because I didn't have to wonder, how to build my composition. I had that ready. I only had to choose few elements to go on the card. So that's it for today. I want to thank you very much for watching, and of course, as always, for supporting my videos and commenting. And I hope you like the video, and I hope you will create something with that sketch. So take care, have a lovely creative day, and don't forget to visit Lemon Crafters group on Facebook. Thank you, bye bye.